Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. We're back. Last time something happened. I I could see it on YouTube. It was going on, and I also could see it on my OBS. It was going on, but somehow the stream is not there on YouTube, and people said in the chat that it was missing. So something happened, which is really weird. And yeah, so that happened basically, which I pointed out that this happened. So yeah, so let's give a few minutes for everybody to join. If you're watching, then say hello in the chat. I will continue with the things. Um, and definitely, last time I gave a lot of feedback and poked everybody on the server. So what we're gonna do, we will maybe go through that and one by one and give feedback and maybe repeat the stuff. Then we'll start working on the scene, which I updated a little. I found really awesome river tool. Just give me a second. It might seem empty because I deleted. It is not accidentally, but I recreated a terrain because something was not working. And I will share the video also. This like it, this creator on YouTube just posted this few days ago only. So I checked it. So if I show you, wait, why it is. So basically, you see all the trees are everything is missing because I deleted the old terrain and I created a new one. So that's why all the data is gone. So I have to repaint every all place all the things. This is okay. This one I can simply you know resimulate. So this one is fine, but everything we hand painted basically here is gone. So we need to maybe make this procedural system is there, but there is the new biome tool is also there. But first, I wanted to mainly show you this river. Isn't it awesome? This have way more benefits. Like basically this is like fully procedural, and there are more feature to it, and we can edit the spline, and we can make water bodies also. And basically you can have like even if you place the rocks and everything, it do everything really procedurally, so which was awesome to see. And definitely gonna save a lot of time and efforts. And if we place some pebbles and everything, it can simulate it and then remember and put it into mesh data, and you see like underwater shader also. So you can control everything, like how it look from underneath, how what is the depth and everything. You can control a lot of stuff. It was too blue, so I have changed these things in there. So if I show you what it is, simply it is the water body. So like if you can go to your plugin and you search water. So this is the one. Okay, I turned on all of these, and there is this buoyancy, and this is basically if you want to put boat on top of it or anything floating on top of it. So you need buoyancy. So these are wonderful. So I turned on all of them, whichever have water in there. And I think the other one which I just turned on, I haven't tested it. This PCG biome core, and there is biome sample also. So basically, this I will be testing out, and then I will let you know how this works. So basically, it is a new procedural workflows basically around it, and I have it open. I will show you the video. Maybe I will send it in a chat. And yeah, so this is one. Just give me a second. I will share the link of the video I have. So that is fun. Okay. Um, and we have Milan. Hello, Milan. Sorry, last time stream was missing, so I will do the feedback thing again. And yeah, I made some progress. The very first time I have worked on it without the session. So I thought, like, why not? And also, I worked on streaming or scanning. Right? So I thought, like, I can show a little bit of scanning process also. So there are like two type of things. One is the basically asset scan, and second one was the tileable texture scan. Yeah, so that both of them we can try. Yeah, so and basically like, my hope is to basically um everyone can have cameras and phones, so everybody should be scanning. And now reality scan is free. It's only because the reality capture is now reality scan, it is free on Epic Store. Everybody can click photos and you should have scan, and you should just start posting. And if you can share it with me, wonderful, we can build a library around it and we can share it with everyone. And through one single library, I will put it on OneDrive. My OneDrive, I have space and we put it there. And but first you need to learn how to do it properly, and if you need to want to learn, you can ask me. I will show you. So just give me a second. I will first send you that video which we had for. I hope I still have it, because what is it was wonderful. That video was good and had everything, and it was just posted also. And there were so many of videos were based on plugins, which is not good. For so we needed something which is pre-built, and that is pre-built. This water plugins which I showed are pre-built and really easy to set up. And all there are like so much more stuff happening in there in our this plugin, but unfortunately it is not running. So that's why I deleted the terrain, because the plugin was not working. I thought it is the terrain issue. Because of that, it is not maybe taking it. Yeah, so I deleted it. So unfortunately, we don't have it. So other thing is here. Let me check my history, and I will find the link. There's a lot of stuff I have. So if you have any question in meanwhile, you can ask. Okay. And I will look through the history. No, Milan, like I'm talking about the water video. Like Sudarshan Verma is from Tencent, the biome guy from Tencent. I have bookmarked the video. I haven't watched it. I don't know what it is. Just send me the video on there. I will have a look. Where does it go? Why it's so difficult to find something when it should be easily available. And I just watched it like yesterday only. I was basically there is a self fluid basically add-on, which is really good. But what we needed was in the water, and I'm still looking for it. Maybe I should you search on YouTube only. Wait, and I will do the filter. So funny how it was so good video, and then now I'm not able to find it. Let me see. Mm, this month. Yep, found it. Okay. So this was posted 3 days ago. Yeah. So that I watched like it was posted a few hours ago, and then I was like, damn. So I sent it in the chat, and this is the video basically I watched. I will show you also here. Let me change the camera. Okay, here. So this is the one, and basically this one have pretty much all the stuff. Basically, the awesome stuff I wanted to show you here is from here. So basically, he turned it to basically simulation mode from here, and when he hit play here, look at that, it be simulate. I was not able to make it run even in my default level or even in the level which I have, and it and you can bake it. Basically, there is a bake button here, and you can just bake it. And in the later part, he will show basically if you want to add obstructions in there, so you can simply add tags in there simply to the okay. Okay, stop with so there is some rock you can place, and it's simply you can add tag, and you can place more, and then you just simply say, see, look at that awesomeness. So it is really powerful, and you can increase the detail of the thing, and then you can bake it, which is nice. But unfortunately, I'm not able to run it for now, so I will keep testing it. It will work. So this is for you, like if someone asked like about water bodies, and it's not just the rivers. So you can create lakes and oceans also. And it's really so this waterfall is using the same river thing, and then you can create a lake body. For now, it's because it's blended, so he will show a workaround how to do it. So it's super awesome. Okay, and so like Witcher for big. So I think that's how I went into this thing. So this is good. So basically, yeah. So if I select my, there are few things you need to take care here. So like you need to take shallow water to bake this thing. So even if I go and I click reset, nothing happens basically. Okay. It doesn't matter where from it's starting, if it's high or low, but it should basically simulate. It does do not do that. I even created this Niagara filter, like it's not here in this setting. So and you reset it, nothing happens basically. What I can try quickly is basically this is what exactly what I asked for when I was starting to create this thing. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shift this up and we'll see if it still does it or not. It usually should not, because this is not exactly how it should act in general. But anyway, and this made me crazier also to make a shallow depth of water. Oh, sorry, not waterfall also. Nothing happens basically. Okay, so I will undo it and I will show you what I did R&D for. There is some R&D I did for this thing. Okay, this chat. Okay, so if I just share, like Milan asked in the cell, because this chat already knew. On the live stream, you have this button to see live chat usually, so you can see the history of live chat also, and I have turned it on. Like you can see the chat history. So whenever you go to live, so let's test it out. Okay, and I will share this link in the chat also. I will share it in. We have topic selection and we have resources, and I will share it here. Okay, awesome. So good, yeah. So to test it out, your theory. For now, I have this. I will copy the link of the video, and I will, I can open it from here also. And okay, Milan, awesome. You posted it there also. Good, good, good. So if I go here, I copy this. This is empty tab. And okay, accept all. Okay, and the private. Okay, not looking at myself. So is here you can see, but if I go to the old one in live, and let's go to this one and show chat replay. So here you can see people commenting and messaging. Okay, so yeah, so this is here always, so it's not gone anywhere. So you can click and chat the link if you think it's gone. Okay, so wonderful. And let me quickly show you the R&D I did. There are like so many tabs, so I have to I have 2000 tabs open on my computer. So what I was doing, I was trying to look for the fountain. So I will give you a little bit idea on how I R&D the thing also. So what I did, I will open up the tabs here in this file. Let me see if you can guys, if you can see or not. Where is the OBS? Okay, you can see it, right? So here I first searched stone bridges in Norway because Stave churches are from Norway, and I were true. And then soon I started to find these places, different ones. Okay, so this is the initial search when I needed something for this thing for the stone bridge. Okay, and then I through that I went for the stock photos, different ones, which I found in different in image search, because we have these, and what I'm main interested in these, rocks and shallow rivers, not big rivers. So I kept going through these one by one, and I found these bunch of these images in there. And I still really stumbled upon this one, basically, from again from Almi, this stock photo website. And this bridge, basically I thought like, if this bridge is good, like we can make it old, but this formation is good and it's shallow also. And there were like so many images, and I have other bridges also like this one, but this one came more close to me. And I did not just look at this, I looked at other bridges also. So I went to maps and I looked for stone bridges, like for example like this one. You see it's a stone bridge, and then I would just went to photos of those to see if we have small bridges but have shallow water, basically, so which are real. So I wanted to use something which is real, so we can basically based on everything Norway based we wanted to go with. Okay, and I will show you a few more, and then I will show you which I settled in. And there's another bridge which is basically have two arches, but more mm, calm water. And this design was good also. Different design with different type of rock. Again, we can decide and we can finalize which type of design we want to go with. So there are like bunch of these bridges, and this one I really liked because it's exactly the size basically what we are. We have three arches, but just have two and have rocks placed in really good way. And yeah, there is video also and other stuff. And one thing you can do here is, if I make it bigger, so you see these circles, these are like basically 360s. So I can look in here, there's someone created from underneath the bridge, which is again good for us to see. And you can click on this one. This is from above, and you can see the river. I think this is also from above, right? So you can see the river, like how the foam is building and everything. But I think I settled on this one, which is also in this image. Like I got from the name from here, then I searched Google, and then I found this. Okay, and when I saw this, my mind just literally said, "No, I want waterfall on you know, on the backside of the seat also." But I will not get carried away with this. I will try to keep it limited. Maybe just go by river like this, right? So this is like much more suitable for our thing, this bridge. But here, and when we see we have mountains on the both side, and then church there, so this is good, and this give us nice idea of how the water looks, and how the pebbles and rocks are placed, and how water flow, where the foam will be. And there are like bunch of images. Okay, so this 360 is really helpful. And if you're putting waterfall in you, and you can just look at the river, like how the foam and these water vapors are flying off, so all the details and everything you can see. And even the cliff side, we don't have any cliffs, we haven't made any rock or cliff yet, but it gives us a really nice idea on how the rocks and cliffs and the moss and plants and everything grow on top of it if we need details. So yeah, so this is what I was doing on the back while I was going through it. Okay. And yeah, so this is all I did. These two things. and mainly this try to create this river. What where it, so it happens sometimes this thing, maybe I move the whole thing down maybe, but sometimes it just need this reset. You just move a point and it create the river. So it's tiny bug, but it's okay. But overall I liked it because it's so much control, and if we can convert this to mesh, we can vertex paint. If it does not work the simulation in here, we're gonna vertex paint on top of it. But there is one thing I didn't like it. Basically the water, basically it don't seems like that flowy as curve. Like basically the direction of the water don't seems that much following, but it's still not seems like going in same direction also. So I hope it is actively aligning to the curve direction. So yeah, which is good. And I don't know how much we can control what is underneath the water. But yeah, it's there, the good stuff is there. And you see the other thing I have deleted already, the other church. So we're gonna use this one. And yes, there are a bunch of stuff, I need to repaint everything and need to clean up. All the work is piling up, like these tiny tiny things we have to do. And yeah, the church is still work in progress as well. So yeah, so just go through it and we will see what we can polish. Okay. Okay, so let's see if someone have question. Is chat is automatically get removed? No, that's one. It doesn't allow the link from anyone, but yes, that is there. Like the no other people cannot send the links. That is there. I think that's to stop the spam basically. But you can say share it in the discussion in the chat on Discord. That's where I asked like to share the link on Discord. We'll look. Hello. Born to love. Can you please tell me what does it mean? Like the is it born to love, or is your name to love? What does it mean? If you can tell in English, I will remember. So thank you very much, guys, for here. Let's see how many people we have here, and we have 6 people. Awesome. Let's continue with the. Let's continue with feedbacks because that was gone last time. So I don't want to miss this time also. So I will give feedbacks, quickly go through it, and if there is anything missing, you can ask in the chat anyway. Okay. So here is our uh, discussion basically, and let's look at feedback and here. So basically we had this one. So Mac was going good progress. Okay, so basically I asked her here as well because she wanted the, or he, sorry. So on the glass ceilings, but I haven't seen in any castle or any tomb or palace a glass roof. So we asked like if we have any reference for this, would have been great because it's still going beyond our concept art. We are not still not following, even though our concept art if don't have roof, because this was perfect. We could have mimic this art style. I know creativity is allowed, but still we need to calm ourselves up so we can finish some things up. And the rocks are shiny. You can make these rocks and also place all the textures on all the surfaces, which we can simply so everything of detail. Even this pillar I suggested, like if you can break it apart and put some logs like Greek uh, pillars, Greek pillars columns you have here. Let me see if anywhere else we have it, like here. Okay, so you have these blocks. So these at least you can add it in the uh, at the this structure basically. Then you will can add model variation. If the texture there is not much variation, then at least model have that detail. Okay, so you can do that in here. Yeah, so which is good. Okay. And the secondly we have Edward. And Edward, you were doing great. Like it's so shame that we have tried really awesome stuff and that is gone. we really, I showed, I wish I would have recorded the session because we went through creating the trims for this, and even assigning it on there. Okay. I don't know if I shared, and you can go through. I closed the windows also now, which I opened for it. I will share, reshare it. Uh, Open a new tab. I will share it. So basically, you Sunset Overdrive Ultimate Trim Sheet. This is what I always go through. Okay, so I can. There is this document, and there is a polycount link also. Okay, this polycount where people are discussing it and trying it out. So basically, you have bevel. I closed the blender also. I don't know if I saved it or not. I don't think I even saved it. Let me check if we accidentally have autosave file. If we have, that will be wonderful. I can show you in there. So this is good. Like you have trims, and then you can have damage. So you don't even need that many. Just create one or two for the wooden one. Like if you have a big one or trimmer, last time we showed right different sides. So you don't need to recover to save. I don't know if it's saved or not. Just give me a second. I don't think because it was closed a long back, and I opened a lot of files afterwards. It was a shame, but it's a really nice. Uh, I can. I wish I had. Nope. So it's gone. Let's see if it's in other Blender. I'm not sure if it is there. It's gone, I think, which I'm sad for because I thought it is. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, so this was. Let me see if I have. I might have. Um Look at the file. Church. Mm, mm, Textures. Wood. Blank. There's no blend file. So if I import FBX. Church. Textures. Wood. Blank. Okay, we have both. Okay, good. Wonderful. We have the model, so we can at least I can show you that. So let it import. I will show you. So basically, what I will show you Sunset Overdrive. Like here, it's glad it's open on the same page. So here, if I go here, you see the trims, right? So what they do is they usually have a low poly mesh, okay, and then they have a beveled normal map. Okay, this is not the correct one. So imagine we have this. So this is the one. So imagine you have the wooden one, and I will take the low poly model. It have bevel, so we will create something without the bevel. Okay, but take that, and I will duplicate this one also here. And by distance, I'm just simply merging the corner. I'm trying to merge that. So we have sharp edge. Yeah. So we have a simple plan. So what I'm trying to showcase. So imagine we have this. Could have kept that, but it's okay. So imagine you have in your here you have bunch of width of planks. You have wide. You have, imagine this is 10 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter, and you might have something more smaller, 3 centimeter or 2.5 centimeter. Okay, it depends on you. So that's what I'm gonna show you simply. So you can take simply plain also. I take this, I take in simple plain, and I will make it this is on y 20 centimeter, which is good. Okay, so make it 20 centimeter. We select it and we say dy 20, and I will say scale y 0.5. This is 10 centimeter, and we can make in between also. If we can, if we want to, let's, and we, if we need smaller one, now say scale y 0.5, or even if we want to say keep 3 centimeter. Okay, so we have now basically three faces here, just three faces. Okay, there is, now I can simply just select all the edges, extrude them, and because this doesn't matter that much, and we select these edges again, the top ones, and we simply bevel them. So this one is no, okay, so it's our mistake. Yeah. Now select all edges on the top edges, and you simply bevel it, and you can give it a number also, like how much you want to. I'll say okay, 0.5. Okay, if it's enough, or you can give it 1 also. So now the thing is, like, scale, there was some scale value, but it's okay, we can remove it now. Now here what the main fun part is, map the fully thing. And if I go to mat caps, okay, so there is a normal mat cap. Okay. So basically, if you turn off everything, you already get a normal map in here simply from this. So I can turn off it for now, and I will add subdivision. I think we might have already have the baked map in the on the folder. So I'll show you that. So we simply have this. Okay. We can select these upper edges or the other edges, all the edges in here, and we can select loop, and we can simply tiny bevel it. Not this one, because I wanted to add subdivision basically. So you have much more smoother in here. I will apply this. Okay, so let's keep a copy of this. Now we subdivision, turn off wireframe, and I will sculpt. So the basic fundamental is you don't sculpt till the end, only on the edge where the upper part is. Okay, so not in the base, just the upper corner. So what main reason is here is, like, you need to keep space up here, you need to keep space here. So here there will not be information when you bake it. Basically, if I just damage it here on the edges only, I'm doing something quickly, and on the on the top you can add any, like previously I've shown you as well. So now if I come or from the mat cap, I click in material. Just give me a second, like why it is. Now see, you have in there. I don't know if you have any option in the mat cap to change the direction, but you could change it later on as well. You see, you got some damages, and this to bake it simply is really easy. Uh, so I come out of this, and you add a camera. Put it on top. It's in minus. See, make it positive. You have it here. I'll move it in here, and you just need to make it any, or I can make it whichever map you want to bake. And then in the camera settings, you can make it orthographic, and then you zoom into it. So like you map it like corner to corner. Imagine you made more trims in here, which could be metal or other surface information. But the fun part is you can go to view, and you can say uh, viewport render image. So based on your resolution, it's gonna give you this image, which is a normal map. It's like really quick bake normal map. And one setting which I felt is, see the color in here, does not match with our thing. So in the render settings, I changed something or image. Somewhere I changed the format of let me see, from filmic to something else, where it is not performance, color management. So from AGX, I change to standard or filmic. You can try. Okay, so that changing when we rendered it out, it was perfect color basically. Okay, the yeah, it really worked. So I will show you. Might have saved somewhere. Okay, show you church. Let me close it so don't blind you. And let me textures. Yeah, here. So I did not. So I basically made all the trim, and I showed like unfortunately it has gone. So these tiny bolts are just spheres. So you in your scene here, if you need nail or something like that, so I'll say okay, I will add simple ecosphere. I just increase the resolution. And it doesn't matter because baking scale point small. So now you got this, and if I need here, I can sculpt it and make it flatter from top. So this is kind of became nail, and we have trim to. You can have hatched look also. It's totally fine. It's our. So simply like I'm making quickly one, so don't mind my sculpt skill in this. Okay. Imagine I keep it, and I come back, select this skill. Yeah, some nail thing, and we have blade to fill some things. So there is something around the snail. So now if I go to same thing, you see, you get the round and the nail. That's a quick, and the same way you can save the image and literally save the thing in there. So it's like the really fast without baking, you get this thing in there. So this is what we got. Okay, now I will show you how to use it in your uh, setup. So let me go to studio. As I said, like you have three different, like this. You have this type of planks in the base, yes, which is there, and you have so scale. You have these squarish, these type of things, which is for some reason it is not straight. And then the third one is the 3 centimeter one, the planks. Now, the rest of the thing is simple because it's you can auto map it. You can select these, to edit, select all, unwrap, and I would say smart by angle. You unwrap it. Rest of the things doesn't matter. And there is one more thing I want to showcase along with this one is the Blender trim add-on. I think it's free also. I don't think this is a trimmer, not this one. It's on Art Session. This one. Wonderful, Justin. I have made this one. In here, you can have multiple trims with. You can mention the pixels, how many there are, and for if you don't know how to make this exact same, as I said before, you can have grab doc. Grab doc is not here. It must be. But let's see. I think it will be inside here mentioned. That's why. So you made with Blender grab doc here. That's why. It's by him only, Michael Kinsey. He made this add-on. Store. Don't have what? Blender grab doc. Okay, so this is the one, which is awesome. This is same, like it create a camera setup is for you. You can place it, and here is from Dynasty Empire, awesomely uh, community. You can join, and yeah. So this is basically get you the setup, and you can use this to make trim. Why this is helpful? Basically, you can unwrap and you can say how much, which trim you want it to map. See this padding. So if you can keep, so exactly work with this trim shader. Maybe we can have another session where I will use all these tools and create. We can go through the whole session of this thing, and just let me know. And I know we are way far from the topic selection, but this is here, right? So you can go crazy with this. So there are these things. So I will share in the chat as well, so you guys can have. This is one. Grab doc is two, and ultimate trim sheet is three. A GDC, if people don't know, this is the gold mine of knowledge. Don't ever think of ignoring it. This have everything. There is so much. You can just randomly open anything in here, right? So it's mostly is behind paywall, but so many company have access to this and they have paid for it. But so much stuff they have put online. There is a GDC YouTube channel also. You can watch this thing. This is like TED Talk for game artists. Just drink it, consume it like a holy scripture. Okay. So it really helped me. And so yeah, so if you find something on GDC which you find like really awesome and don't know how to follow through, just send the link in the on the Discord server in the bootcamp discussion. And if you want to try that out in your workflow and you're not sure how to, just send in there. I will try it out, I will read it through, and we're gonna try it out. Like we had, again, like our last session I did the whole sunset overdrive thing, and it was I really started enjoying it, but we lost it. But no worries, we're gonna so we have this texture, this one. So I'm gonna show you how to map it. I did not make this one, okay, so don't mind it. I'm gonna map it on top of this one and this one and even the smaller one. This is a little bit arbitrary, like this does not have any solid thing. It's just I made randomly to showcase the thing. So but I sculpted a little bit here, see, and yeah, just brought it in. And just to showcase the point, I sculpt only this one trim, and we don't have the file anymore, so unfortunately we cannot. I will just join these three for now. And in the material, this is okay, let it roll. I will remove this one, create a new one, trim. Again, if you're still not sure about this, we can do it, okay. We can redo it in another session. Just bear with me for this time. And this is a normal map, and I will create a normal map. Just plug this in. Yep. For now, this is on other direction, so we go to UV editing. So this is making it heavy, so delete from the file. So we have all these things in different direction. So they're not supposed to be this big. I think, yeah, we forgot to apply the scale before. This is why it's an issue. Always apply scale and rotation before unwrapping. So now we unwrap, and I will do this. So now we have actual scale thing. So we rotate it in 90 thing. And if we have trim sheet, I don't have installed right now, but I will roughly, if you're not sure how big it should be, you can go by texel density because you have made your trims by the texel density. Okay, so I will go with 1K, and maybe I have 2K map, and I will say 1K per meter texel density, and to give me error for sure, definitely to have to give me. And this is perfect for now. If I calculate, like imagine if it's a 1K and calculate it, go off. That's why if I have token map, it's perfect. I don't need to scale them up and down, but roughly we can. Okay, so it's not a line on rock that we cannot. But what I'm mainly gonna do is I'm gonna take these, and I'm gonna place them on top of each other. So I place on top of each other, and I'm going to place it here, and it's roughly matching this one. So I'm scale it slightly, match it basically here with all the things. And if I show you here, how does it look? Which one we are? Oh, we are doing this planks, and we select these two, align them, bring it to this one. Because these are boxes, these should technically be matching on top of each other. Just leaving a little bit in here because again we did not sculpt it till the bottom, okay, which is good. I'm gonna do this one here. For now everything is same, the only except this corner which we're supposed to leave uh, tiling, because we did not, so that's why. Map it here. These thin ones, again, if you have add-on, this will be much faster for you. You can get the add-on and map it based on that. And this is aligning not properly. So if it's not aligning properly, so you can select the vertices in here, and you can say vertices align. Okay, so that also help, we sure that it is aligning. Now we have here, this is good. is good only. Okay. So if you have it made properly, so what it does, we have sharp no everywhere, so we clear sharp, not seam, clear sharp, but will not work without sharp. Wait, let's keep it. But overall, if I just take these ones, just give me a second. Let me select these ones and put it on top of here, just to show the sculpting part which we have done. Select these. Just a second. Now we're sure it is aligning. And we can simply map it here. Now you see here, so we did it too much or what? UVs, it should basically, some reason it, maybe we have these rotated in different angle. Wait, let me try. Yeah, yeah, so that's basically, it's not aligning on there, and but you'll see from a distance you will get that damage on edge damage on simple thing. Again, this is quick and everything. So here you see. And also one thing I forgot, basically if you have some gradient on top, if even tiny, this will not align properly. But this shade will be same throughout, so it will align with the other side, so that we have to match basically, and otherwise it will not. So you see here is basically having a low poly mesh with angle trim. Yeah. So this is like quickly I want to showcase. Right? So this is the like nice area to see it from distance is there, and they have shown one thing like to cover up this corner. Okay. And if I mark sharp, now this corner they said they basically map it in this corner here like this, and they say like this definitely don't have perfect thing, and these faces, I don't know which one it is, on the other side maybe, and this they move and create in this corner. Let's see if, I don't know if this is correct or not, because we are doing it quickly. Yeah, so at least the top is matching. Okay, so we have basically they do it, align it here in the corner. Yeah, so like something like that. So what it does is give you this corner. Let's try rotating it. I hope it match. Okay, so now the top is at least more aligning, or if whatever, we can do it on other side on the different track. Okay, so you have damage without too much. So and they created a bunch of trims basically of different designs, and just map it in there. So this is a low poly and they mapped it here. Okay, so when it's angled it seam, and they have shown this is for the seam, and like here when they have seam and they mapped it, it's like they didn't care like if there is one or two seams are there, they did not care in the middle, because it's hardly noticeable. See here, they want to make the corner to corner, they just cut it and put it there. In the middle there will be somewhere seam. Okay, and they did not care. So which is goods. Yeah, so like that. So it's a really nice technique. Even though a lot of companies are moving to high poly, not optimized techniques, but these techniques are really helpful and really fun to work with. Okay, so again, you can go to GTC, okay, and look at all the resources, and they have the YouTube channel also, which you can look at. Like I was say, free content is filled with gold mine. Okay, so you can go through all the conference and whichever. And if you know any specific, it's not only technical. There is a really portfolio killer and killer portfolio. There is every year they do this one at every GDC. Um, Killer portfolio or portfolio killer, portfolio killer. So this is basically advice about the portfolio. I really used to watch here, killer portfolio or portfolio killer, and this is every year they have it. Okay. So go and drink it. Basically, I'll send you this link as well. Okay, here in the chat you have it. Go crazy. Let's look at show the chat, and if someone have any question. Uh, Recently got Grab Dog add-on and Ultimate Redemption. Thanks for your. Yep, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's wonderful. Milan, you have it, and yeah. So this is for specifically Edward. Edward, you were doing it, so this is for you. So this will really help you, and your look and feel also remind me of Sunset Overdrive. So if you look at here, the painterly style in here. Look at this. Like this remind me of that. Like if you're going for that, I know you said about noise, and I also shared like how you can make variation in there. So I don't know if it was yesterday's session, I'm forgetting now, but you can have in we don't have it anymore, but there is a speed tree node which you can add to have variation in there. I will show next time once I have plants and everything. I did it on my asset, but overall just find out which type of what is the size of these faces you have. So if you have a few sizes like in your low poly, so like 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, how many different wooden trims you have, then we will try to make it like sensor overdrive. That will be like something learning for you also, and something awesome. And for these I have suggested like you just sculpt this thing and just bring it in. And we tried out again, oh man, like there was so much stuff. I hope it was in other scene, not in this one. We covered this edge highlight. Basically you can get it procedurally, or you can bring it into blue channel of normal map. You can bake the curvature, and then you can blend it with the shader and get the edge in highlight in there. And you don't need to have it in the geometry, you can have it in the material as well. And the geometry you can keep a little bit mid poly mesh, it's not issue. Like something like our church, we have it in here. Why it is lagging? Oh damn, look at that, look at the lag. Okay, I need to go here. Okay, so you see here on our rock wall, basically we have geometry, and then we're gonna add our material. We will have edge highlight on that, and we'll try to get edge highlight procedurally also on the geometry. So we kind of get that thing here. Like you see there's some whiteness is there, but that will get on detail. So you can do is you simply just sculpt it, just make few pieces and then just duplicate it and place them around. um if you again, you can message me and I will share a video where it's sculpting. It's for a course I recorded. I will send you that video. You can watch it how to sculpt a stone wall. And there is another really good add-on. It's paid, but you can find sources. There's like OCD, one click damage blender. Okay, so it's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, so you have basically low poly model, and you just say, okay, I want to add damage. You just select those boxes and just add damage, and then second thing you can add on top, sculpt on top to make it look more good. You see? So you create proper blocks, and then you add tileable textures on top. You can add surface information, the displacement technique we have shown multiple times on our previous streams. So yeah, just go crazy. This is to make the things easier. That's why I love Blender. There is so many add-ons to support it. So this one is really good. It's not that expensive. It's a very cheap one. But again, if you need, you have, you know, the sources to get it from. Okay, so this is there. And if you don't know, you can say edge damage geometry nodes. This used to be in Houdini. Okay, so you can there are tutorials to have edge damage basically. Okay, so you can follow these tutorials and have edge damage. You don't need OCD. Well, this is the one. So you run these through. Just make sure that your PC is good enough, because I think it convert mesh and then boolean it and then do it the edge damage. Again, easy stuff and quick and easy stuff. You can do it, and I will post this thing in case someone forget about it. Here is it. Okay, and OCD blender add-on also posting in the chat. So these are the fun things which you can try with this thing. Okay, so your rock and your wooden part is on. You don't need to make the full trims, but just the one side of thing is fine as well. And I've shown the wooden sculpt in the previous stream, so you just go watch it, and that is also enough for it. So awesome. So this is all what people asked for the feedback. So let's go through the boot campers in there. We last time we poked everybody, like on Friday, I poked everyone to post something in there. So let's go with this thing. Milan, awesome stuff. Milan are working on the bookshelf, which is good, and it's totally fine. You can make changes and just have it. Uh, Glass usually in many times we have a separate shader. Like it's like one glass shader used throughout the game. So usually glass mesh is separated, and we don't create the material for it. And you can have it a separate glass with a glass shader with even vertex blending for dirt, corner dirt, and everything. And this is good, single bevel, and just don't forget to add weighted normals, which is yeah, just awesome, perfect. Yeah, continue. I'd love to see one more screenshot of how it look full. Like once you have everything textured and everything, I would love to have a one look of everything textured and with more detailed props. And blue sitting. Okay, we poked Ashraf. Make good progress this weekend. Okay, let's look at it. Hmm. Ashraf, we gave last time also. Let's increase the depth between this thing, and even Milan pointed out this is low polyness. Add more polygons on these things and increase the depth in the scene. And it look really shallow, like the mountains are just on top of the houses. So we can just move them back, maybe scale them up, but move them back so we can have some haze, and we will have detail, and we will have atmospheric fog to have it. And this, so basically we'll try to add make some streets, so it's not just random houses in back of each other. So we say like there are imaginary streets behind the houses, but overall love it, like all the details and everything is there. Like this is, this is a little bit low poly, and you can add a supportive frame here to which will support it, otherwise look weak. And these spots are amazing. We can add it on other places as well. This tower, again, we can have it the similar look, the marble and everything. We can have Moroccan and all that art style, which is good. Basically we need to work on layout. Like all these buildings, they still look low poly, but I'm definitely sure with material and vertex blending we'll have, and we'll definitely work with the material. And for material, I really suggest Quixels master material. So you get Quixel bridge in there, max scan bridge. Basically you get material in there, and then you replace it with your textures. You will get the plaster, broken wall, brick and everything you will find in Quixel Mexican. Just put the painted one on there. And if you're not sure how to, I will explain. But overall, like going good. Like we can defocus, and this building was on our main interest, so we will work on it specifically. And I remember looking at this reference, we have multiple different tileable textures, so we'll make that also separately and try to map it. So focus on modeling and adding more details. Even these further buildings just add bevel or add a little bit undulation in the shapes, so if we look so they don't look so locally and similar. So like these eyes with eyebrows, it looks the same. So we can add variation like the different window with the arch or with cover and everything, right? So that will be awesome to see. Yeah. So so I will share the link of from this timestamp to everyone. I decided to do it last time also, but stream was lost. Awesomely. Okay, you started working on the pillars first, which where the this is our main thing. Again, Rosa, what you can do, you can use OCD. If you use Blender, you don't need to take it to ZBrush. Just quickly have procedural edge damage on all of the assets and just bring them and see it here. You can use box map. I've shown it in my previous streams also. You can the box map to see how the overall texture and details look at it. And again, we have to make sense a lot of details, but we need to improve, add more details basically. So definitely we are adding more, having in there, but one step at a time. So these are not the key ones, so we'll do them afterwards. This is our main, so focus on that. Add more model details, maybe sculpting area, because this is like the large one, you just scaled it down. This is not how, like imagine it's made from rock, and then the smaller one, the largest one, will have different details. Let's look at the concept art if we have. mm, yeah, there are three. So imagine this is mama bug and this is baby bug. So you see they have different details. So this is like have tiny spikes also, and this will have different ones. So obviously if it's made from the same type of rock, the details, the larger details and the cracks or the damages will be similar. So like imagine we have like big patch here. If we have similar here, it will have broken teeth basically, or spike it have. Okay, so like this spike is broken and then show it like fallen down here. So that type of detail, and this thing will be carved on the wood or carved on the rock. So we'll make that symbol. Okay, so basically it should look like a rock, unless if it's a live creature, that will be crazy scary also. Okay, so just focus on this wall and overall scene first. I believe a little bit of this thing, like where from this water, this is falling on the rock definitely, but what is on top here, right? And these vines and everything are on there, on top of the wall and everything. These are also on the wall, and there is not much in here. Okay, so we can work on that. And for the ivy and moss, what you can do, you can take your same mesh, displace it or shell it. How do you say, like you just make it a little bit extruded on top of it, and you can have a tile built texture of ivies on top of it also, rather than having these floating meshes, because it will be hard to map it on top of it. Or you can make procedurally, there is a in PCG you can take the curve and you can map it on top or project it on top, or you can create it inside in Blender. If you know, if you use Blender, Blender have ivy tool, which is, it create dense ivies, but it creates on top of mesh also. So it's wonderful. Okay, and yeah, so we asked sort of reply things. Yeah. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Love it. So again, like the last time also, I said like the you can have few setup. This is good. Like if you're using these PCs to create the whole thing, is wonderful. That is perfect. And yeah, so this is good. And the concept, I love this concept. I wanted to see this happening. Leaves. Much crisp. Okay. Okay, again, I will share from the timestamp. This is what we plan to do. Okay, what? Suddenly, where from the interior came? Question, what? Going crazy. Okay, so I was thinking about a best strategy for now. I was working on two scenes simultaneously, which is really tiring. I decided to focus solely on other scene instead, considering how much progress I've already made. I continue from where I left off, seeing as I updated the post. I'm reusing assets from both projects, such as crack, decals, and finish up some props and create some dirt, which is nice. Which is fine. It's okay. Hmm. Like it's good, like this is a CRT TV, but like I feel like this chair and like it seems like stable and everything seems out of proportions for some reason. Something seems off, like all the scale of things, like these blinds have are too big. Yeah, so this the scale of it. Maybe there are, but this is too big, okay, for the blinds. And there are this thing is there, like these could be sticky notes, because sticky notes will have a size and that give us a nice idea of what the size will be. What is the main focus here? So we can have like three or four different things happening here right now. We have this focus, whereas something is on here, we are putting light on top of it, and we are shown in the previous screenshot also. We have a bright screen TV here with some radio with the bright red something. Eyes is popping up here. Maybe this light we can turn off, so if you want to showcase this one. And then we have light on top of the notice board. Then there is another, this is three different areas we are trying to focus our eyes on. I would suggest focus on one thing. Don't put too many things. Okay, either so imagine, like, even if you want to say like detective thing, imagine, still I'm okay with you are trying to, okay, people look here, then here, perfect. I don't have a problem. Like this is like most highlighted, then this television, and then this thing. And it depends on people look right to left or left to right. People are gonna look wherever the highlight is, and then we make basically this top part or the other part bit darker. Okay, I don't know what this is, a ring light or it's a glass or clock maybe this is. Okay, and this seems odd. We can turn this off, rather than we can have a lamp which shedding light here, or we don't even need that. This seems big to me, the scales and proportions of this. This is good, like we have a bunch of files, it doesn't matter, because this is not our focus. Our focus is whatever we are trying to show here. And what is this? Is this just random machine? uh, okay, this confused me. We have some RAM machine we are building here. So if you can share a little bit story about it, okay, maybe tell better of it. Why television is there? It seems some radios and some frequencies. There is different radio, and this is some other monitor, and this is, see, this size of this is really big. And then you see the cup, how big the hand will be, and this is the pen, how big the pen is. So you see, and this nut and bolt is, proportion of things are off the place. So just focus on this thing, and rather than let's try to create, like, even if I say like you focus on this scene itself, just this corner, it just could be a project on its own. So why that paper is there? Okay, so if I think there is an anime called, I think, Steins Zero, this is on time based. Imagine something is there, like you want to share rings basically. Imagine we say rings, we want to share, there is a VCR, okay, and we show basically a well of rings well on top of it with the static noise, and we put the cover here. Cover says don't watch, okay, and then we put a phone next to it, which is maybe ringing or something like that. So basically a story. Basically, I'm just sharing what I'm saying. This itself is the scene it's on. You can show them separately, and I can see something on the back. There's a chair and there's a lamp also. So that could be a diorama or a camera angle focus for a story on its own. Okay, but overall, I feel we need to see there is toolbox, good. But what we are building here, it could be some random props, but how you can make it one level up is by adding story or purpose of all those props. Yeah. And if imagine this is a doctor's thing, like so there are specimen in the jars, and then there is those doctor knife and the tray and everything is there, which might okay this there is some surgery or there's some voodoo stuff. Okay, and this why there are so many sticky notes is also purpose. Okay, is it a detective's room or he's a scientist trying to figure out something, or like stranger thing is on the edge, so you can make stranger thing define thing, but define this tool what it is a portal gun. If it's a portal gun, then you should put something related to science theory books and everything, or a cassette, uh, Einstein speaking in there, so we say okay, we are researching about time, and then bunch of maybe black hole photo or other things, put interstellar reference. Again, I will not talk too much, but overall just work on proportion of things, just double check the scale, and second thing, put a story. I would love to see the story. You have an awesome detail in this here, but here we definitely need a story in here. Awesome, you added, finally, love it. So is it a currently blocker? Not really liking it because the perfectionism and not matching the concept. Dude, like is awesome. No need to match it perfectly. If it is in the scene anyway, the back road is just a placeholder. We are focusing on this. So blockout is good. I'm liking it overall. Just go one more step ahead. Add more details in the blockout. Go with the medium detail of things, and add the textures. Add tileable textures on top of it, improve the models, and use box UV map. You don't have to unwrap anything in there manually, so you can have tileable textures of things. And yeah, so this is good. And have neon light, put neon shader on top of it. It's currently in Blender. If you want to render it in Blender, totally fine. You can take it to Unreal also. That will be awesome. It will be so much fun. uh, Okay. I mean, like this a while ago, he was like, I did not start. I don't know. So we just posted. I'm glad he reached here. Perfect. Yes. So so we have given feedback for this. Okay. Prathamesh. Okay. All these workers good. So yeah, so Prathamesh, we have given the feedback before also. Basically, we need to make the scene. Like, see this grass and everywhere. There should be a path leading to this path. Maybe those stones placed in there, and should be stones placed in here. Okay, and this path. And clearly, this mountains need to be updated with the proper cliffs. And I believe you shared the concept art before you see. So there are like big chunks, small chunks, and stone part. And definitely, this one is abandoned. Totally creative freedom for us, which we want to make. And even if you look at this cliff, it's totally have larger shapes, medium shapes. Look at this one, right? So just try to make those large small shape. You can use a megascan rock, and you can place it around in multiple places, and then just simply go in. And this is good, but this is not a lake. This is, they do it in lake, and we don't have a lake, we have a river kind of thing. And you have good references, and we just need to bring everything together. I would again say, see, this is covering our house. So what is the main uh, view in there? This strip on top is fine, but we don't need it. It's just obstructing. I know it, to make things cinematic, but no. Remove these things and just keep 16 by 9 ratio only. So we'll look at it. So we definitely need more pressure. See, this is the cliff color, and this is definitely black. For what reason? So this is not matching right now. So we have different rock with moss, and then we have black rock. Something is going in here. So we need definitely the same type of treatment. So you have glass on top of these, not here. is again goes strange. So have larger and small chunk in details in there, and then put a tileable texture on top of it, put moss and some tiny plants on top of each other, so it will look blending together. And it seems too obvious shape, and we need to have more organic shape in here, like it's like straight, then just not too much of going inside out shape basically. And again, this is our main focus, and we can better match it in here. So you see here, if I tend to, like you see on the back, there is, I can see some whiteness which can be easily avoided. Maybe you use the HDRI map for the backdrop, but you already have some tricks. You can place them on the back side of the house, and it will cover up and become darker. And 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 clearly we can show path, and you can turn the camera angle more toward this house. In our previous one also we showed in there, if I copy image, let me showcase a little bit of, where's my pure ref, let me get, yeah. So we have it here, and where is our pen now? Okay, different control. So if I close this one and crop this further, okay, so now we have it here with much better. Like if we divide this into, this is not exactly three part, if you divide into three, these are not, again, don't mind my drawing, right? So if you have a 3 by 3, this is not perfect 3 by 3, but 3 by 3 is there. Now you can place your house is here, which is perfect. Okay, so the front part of is here, and then here you can put something, like we have this here, which can be shown here as well. And then this arch, you know this technically work like uh, this guideline. Okay, technically, so you have this composition, so that's why the frame is important in that sense. And definitely this backside will be darker, and we are focusing in here. So house is good, everything good, we just need to work on a bit more composition. And here also we can have these stone slabs, okay, and which is going basically from here to here. It will basically lead the eye also to this, which is important also. Yeah. And then we need a path here. When you will show a path with these slabs here, people look at house, they look at this path, you come here, the path lead us here. And these trees, again, this can point toward here, this tree we can knock off, this slope point toward here. Basically everything just make us look here. Okay, maybe we want to add story there. So basically it's again leading the eye and where we want to focus. And surely this highlight and everything will also take the eyes, but we can have more light here to highlight that part as well. So again, better angle and managing is will help in general. Okay, so yeah, so that's in there. We give feedback before also. I will share the uh, this link from this timestamp. Okay, so um, oh, so you're watching already. Oh, awesome, awesome! You're watching the stream, which is awesome. So yeah, so this is can I use path like this? Path basically, you forgot to share, or you shared something. So solid path is good. Solid path is good. I recently saw on a game. Let me see if your concept or if you have something in here. So here you have the solid path, but you don't need to make something like this. But more basically slab of rocks, slab of stones in there is more relatable. Like I think these have here. I don't think we have all the concept art, but basically slabs of rocks. you can put as thing. If you don't know, like say ask me, I will share. Okay, so overall it's good. Again, like I love the overall the scene, but just we didn't need to work on those details. Yeah. And if you are just mention whichever you're using, which asset you made. Okay, and the rest of them we can do it. Okay, and why they have like different. If this house is one thing, poster as one. Don't dismantle it if it's made from the small pieces. Again, like there is this wait, again, like okay, let's leave it. That will make things complicated. Leave it. Okay, so overall it's good. Just make the put the house together and use that as one. um this kind of the kind of blur the material overall for. Yeah, so wait, you make a scan. Story gate path. um I think you will, yeah, here, see, like that, but not this wide, this many, but you can have singular ones also, like this. Here, we need rocks like this. That's it, nothing more than that. Copy image link. Okay, here, and let me see if we have some other details, like this. Something like this can go a long way. Basically, we need to work on story gate. Let's see if we find a temple near it also. That will help us define. Nice. So see here, so it's coming out of the house. You see this path. So this is what we need to define the front side of the house more prominently. So other than that, like it's good. Like here, so the path goes through Torii Gate, but there are surrounding buildings, which are you see like this. The trees are surrounding. There are a lot of trees, but the main areas still have space to, like, again, the breathing room or stuff like that. So that we need to improve. So clean it up, improve the details, and then we will. Let me show cliff arch. Yeah, if I look at just simply cliff arch, you see here it's not exactly the same, but you see there are large chunk and there are pieces of it. Okay, it's not fully straight. It goes up arch and go in and there, because there are a lot of people, because this area have wind, you know crossing these. But this is the cliff arch, and this is coastal one. Here this is a coastal one. You still see there are shapes, much more organic. Cliff arch on Alps. Cliff arch Japan. Let's put Japan. If you find something in Japan. Mm, we don't have exactly something like that in Japan. But that if this rock is there, but it have a directionality, still organic, much more organic shape than normal. So yeah, so if it is happening naturally, there will be much more organic shape. Plus, there will be, more details in there. Okay. There is you can, it's easily you can make a cube, and you can have some variation and put tileable texture on top. You can use Megascan. You can use from marketplace, anything. Cliff, again, as I said, you can use Megascan, use a rock, and you can place it multiple times to make. Similarly, we were suggesting uh, whom we were suggesting before, someone. Okay, so yeah, here in this we are suggesting you make few pieces and then you place it. Okay, if you're not sure, okay. I'm on vacation. Okay, okay. So this is good. Vadim is doing Vadim stuff. Damn, look at that. Finally texturing. Vadim, just improve these. Add more details, the bevels and everything. I know there is a lot of details you have added in everywhere. Again, these chain links, you can thicken them up, make them a little bit thick. These thin ones can cause a problem. Then I don't like thin stuff. Chandrasekhar, sorry, I'm not able to work on the scene. My last update. I will try to get back sooner. Okay. Making materials for Mama would take a while, but you have. So basically, like when you have material and when your scene is not look good, like basically all the things are not in place. There's no point of having really good materials. I'm not discouraging, but when we have good base, even if you just have a good block out, if you put tileable texture with just bevel on the block out, it will look good still because the block out is good and have some details and the scene overall the composition works. But if you don't have scene block out, even the texture have crisp detail, it will not look on overall. And the texture comes afterward. That's why I said like putting block out texture is important because you know how the overall scene look, right? Like our friend we saw looked at like the cliff rock is different and then the other rocks are different. That's a common mistake missed in the blockout phase. And like when you want to do it, you know at the blockout stage only, like okay, this is all the details I have and this is what I need to polish. So you just polish the texture and just put it, and then you see what is missing, you add that only in the end. So this is the step process I use because environments in general are really big, and like we are waiting for our friend Christian to add textures. As of the delay, I got slowed down on moving a new place. Last few days, I'm doing environment test or studio. Hopefully, I get a job. The delay. And also like this is the kind of reminder in this year, like if you have art test, if you're struggling with it, you can send me a DM on my personal to FP Academy. Will help you if you're not sure how to proceed with the art test. And I know art tests are to test your skills, but when you get a job, you will never be left alone. Okay, you will always have someone to support you with everything, all the tasks on every hour of your day working. I don't know why art test artists is left alone and just dealt with it. And art tests are getting difficult and difficult, but you know you don't need to struggle. And this is like tiny crack in the web. They might call it unethical, but I'm here to support. Okay, so so many people have asked for help and I've did it. So it's tiny. You call it a loophole or maybe a support. You reach out. Okay, no matter how much they say, you don't should not reach out. If you enjoy the artist, it's okay, you're gonna work on it. But if you're not sure how to proceed with it, or if you're stuck somewhere, ask. Okay, just reach out. And also there is one thing I do is I collect artists. Like if you have artists for giving for some studio, send this artist to me, files also, and document, and tell me which art studio it is. I'll keep it. I make a collection of this thing, and for quick show, I will show you like this. I'm not ashamed of this also anymore. I don't care in there. So if you go to my collections here, if you find any art test posted on art station, also send me. So you go to this collection here. So here are all the art tests I collected, I found on art station, and I have put into this collection. So you can go through some of them are, this is like Rockstar. Okay, this is, I don't know, I forgot the name. This was studio which shut down. So this is Luxury Digital. This is UK studio, whatever the name. I forgot the name. So basically, this is Naughty Dog. Okay, and there are like basically they have mentioned the name. It's not like the Cloud Imperium. Yeah, this is also Cloud Imperium. This is Cloud Imperium artist, and this is also this door is multiple times. That means it's definitely artist. And someone in our Discord server, someone recently posted on LinkedIn. Also, I saw they have done this door. Okay, this one I loved. This one was awesome. I love like making environment block out only. Okay, so this is for a game company. I think it is Insomnia game because it seems like a Spider-Man level. So it might be Insomnia game. But you look at this artist detail. Look at that. He's a senior artist. I love it. So you even see if you have environment with block out with this detail, you put tileable texture on top of it, it's gonna look good. That's why I insist on making good blockouts. So here, go crazy, go crazy. And if you find any artist which is posted on Art Station or anywhere else, send it to me. I will document or I will put it into this collection, and this collection is shared, and you can see it is public. You can see it on my profile. Basically, going to the collection, and maybe we'll make a public post on our thing. I will still when I will make my complete my document, I can look at it. Okay. Uh, Yep. So yeah, this is go crazy. Okay. So that's fine. My proposition. Share your environment artist documents. Once you finish it, whether you are successful or not, share the files, share the journey. And I'm also planning to make a document. Basically, I gave a lot of interviews. I will maybe make one document where I will collect all the questions, common interview questions, and then we will start doing in our live stream. We can answer how I will answer those questions in my interview, right? And we can document that in one live stream. We just discuss interview questions. So again, like this is all for you. I just need more encouragement, more people watching the videos and suggesting stuff, and that is awesome. Okay, so yeah. Forward to year. For some reason, it's not loading. It's nose and nose. What? May I know the name? June. Which one is your? Please have a look. Work in progress environment. Yes, I can look at it. Tell me. Can you please tell me your name? Which one is it? I'm actually going through one by one. Sambo. I demoed you the file, waiting for the feedback. Unfortunately, could not join out of town. Uh, Okay, so awesome. Samo sent me the files a while ago. That's why I'm saying I was also busy. I could not. And I had to go to road trip. Recall my last week, started with learn system designer, workflow project. Um, so yeah, so this is basically again like the when we will have environment with the proper textures in there, we'll know how it will look. Otherwise, it's still confusing. So you can create this thing and put a placeholder, or you create quickly with Substance Designer and you can put it there. Okay, this one is crazy. Like I loved his. I really want to see this happening in the scene. And I remember this tree I've seen on Sketchfab. This old tree. Oh, love man! Like as a foliage artist, this give me not goosebumps, but you know what. So yeah, so this is I really want to look forward to. Like is perfect. Love this scene, and the details are there. And yeah, perfect. It's from Wukong. Oh, okay. I thought it's from Ghost of Tsushima. What a Perfect. Go crazy. Sami, we messaged, no reply, no reply. Okay, nobody reply. Anand. And yeah, so also, I'm sorry, I have given feedback to you also. Stream just got missed. So what I say in this, I love the details you have in here. I would suggest you the same thing. Have add bevels to all these things. If you don't, if it's not there yet, add the bevel. And if you using Blender or other tool, which 3D tool you're using? For it, like if it's Blender, you can have undulation in there, like a little bit. You can have displacement modifier, just give it slight variation in there. Or you can use procedural damage, as I show with one click destruction is there, OCD plugin add-on which I shared in the chat. And you can show edge damage geometry node. Again, you just don't need to have uh, it applied to the mesh. You can keep it in there. I use box mapping. Again, box map is, I definitely recommend, because it will help you keep everything, all the things in the same texel density. So keep the box size 2 meter, and then you create the text size in that sense. So if you're making uh, double, so you can scale it double if you keep 2K textures with 1K per meter texel density. And this is fine for now. You have this thing. This seems low resolution, so you can do two things. You can create less boxes inside the texture. So imagine this is this seems like really big. Like imagine this is 1 meter. So if you're making 2K texture, that means you just gonna make these 4 tiles inside this 2K textures. Okay, so the texture density is really important. Just go through it, and if you don't still not clear, ask me. I will help you. Uh, but overall, just assign in there. And I love these details. The model details you have here, just put throughout. Just work on that. Improve the details and polish. Put the bevel modifier on top of it, and bring it back. And the base, we remember something. You shared the reference here. Just want to see if they have done something. Yeah, so they have this trim, okay. So I want to see that. Okay, so you have that in the model. Okay. So what you can do, you can make the base, or you can just simply have a cut. You can have a cut loop and have a edge, and then you can insert it to get this border in there, which will be uh, uh is fine. And this tile is definitely your tiling seems big. Okay. Okay. And we definitely need more tiling compared to. And even our even we look at our, I'll move it to my copy image here, and I will look at our latest one. So I'll just look at some. This is good. Like, I love it. Like this detail. So if you can find more better details, I'm sure you can find more better details in there. There are like lot. There might be a lot of photos uh, in there. Yep. Now, first of all, this is mapping is the other way around. It's not like this. It's diamond shaped, and we need to see this border. You create this border. You can make this outer cut with the cut tool or knife tool. Okay, so you can make this border, and then you can insert it. You will get this face. You unwrap it and make it straight on top of another texture. You can add, and this can have another tileable texture, and the siding can have another tileable texture. There's definitely a lot of details in there. You can define if you want to make a mesh out of these on the sides, or you want to use tileable textures. Is this alpha or just the tiny stones? If these are tiny stones, then we definitely need to make a tileable textures and put it on top of it. If you're using Substance Designer to make this thing, I will say quickly make those materials, and keep in mind your textile density in mind. Again, how textile density works, imagine this in image. This is 2 meter. Imagine, I'm just saying, imagine this is 2 meter. That means this is 4 meter till here. Yeah. So in that sense, you just count how many. So we are making 2K texture as per 1K per meter texture density, and this is fun because we have a lady here, and lady might be 1.6 meter or something like that, right? Uh, Averagely. So if we say like from here to here, like that means 2 meter, we have these four diamonds covered in 2 meter 2K texture and in 2 meter surface. So that means we just make this big of texture in our substance designer, and then we map it on top of our surface. This will work perfectly, and you have to do this for everything. Okay, all the textures, all the scale should be good, because when we model, we keep in mind our scale. We need to do it with the texture also, so we can do it without any question that it will match the real world scale or not. Okay, so you have to, and if you want to model these things, you can model, you can put it in texture also, or with simple extrusion you can do in there as well. Okay, so, and this one is definitely, you can have alpha map, definitely, if you want to. You can model it as well if you can, but totally, you can alpha, you can cut it mesh on top of it, and keep it, and you can extrude to the top and map it simply, it will work. But all up to you. If you want to model, you model. And then the same, like this vase is too big for a vase, basically. We have vase on top of something placed on top, and definitely is big, but this seems too big. Oh, we have a large vase, but it's thin. We have, so the proportion wise is off. Okay, and you see the material, and I know you might have used some random material from somewhere, but if you are making something from here, then try to match it. Okay, in there, while using the same things from the same place, is, you know we use less brain, basically, so we can use our brain on more creative things which we want to. And for outside the door, if you're not sure what to put outside the door, just take the same wall, just place it in there. Okay, just duplicate this floor, place it in on the other side, take this wall, place it on the other side, like there is another room on the other side. And for here, if you want, not sure, just take the same door and place it there. Like open door might be there, no, like this here. Okay, just take it, just put it there, so like you from distance you say, okay, here's the door, and then on the distance there's another door. It's just simply to cover up things, like how the overall it will look. But overall, I would say you're going in right direction. You have details, like you have added some different details. Totally respect your creativity, whichever you want to do, but look for the reference. So like these pillar and everything, I remember it's in the temples and everything, we have these type of structure. So just keep in mind what you're making. Like if you're focusing this, you're recreating a space, stay true to the references. Okay, so can you share the name of the place? I can look at it on um, if can you share the name of the place. I know this is like low resolution, I cannot read what it is. So if you share the name of the place, I will look at it on Google and we'll see if you find something like that or not. Okay, so this is good, Sambo. Okay, awesome. So this is there, like what time is, oh, it's almost 10. Okay, so I think this so this became our feedback session. Just share, like we will finish it off afterwards. Okay, and on Wednesday, I might show you the scanning thing, how to scan and make tileable texture out of it. I really wanted to showcase that process because I was doing some scanning and Albert Hall, okay, in Jaipur. Oh, I haven't been there. Okay. Um, Let me search Albert Hall. I will go next time. Ah, from outside, I've seen it. Hmm. See, let me look in here. Okay, here is our Albert Hall. Albert Hall, nice. And all, and here's 360. Oh, they don't have inside. Nice. That's why you don't have. I've seen like they feed pigeons here outside with a photo. Yeah. So not much inside photo. They don't allow it or what? Here is the one good reference for it's a video also. So you understand the some details from this, because this at least this you can see on the door and the above detail you have here. um Here's another one which again give you different details. You can get it from here. It's kind of museum, so what is that? So more outside photos. They usually have inside section, but I don't think they have in there. You go through this, okay, and one thing we can go through these images, and we say if we find something from inside interior, let's see if we find, yep, found it. Okay, yeah, it's round basically. This one, this vase is just definitely big. Damn, I'm sorry. Uh, it's really big compared to. So we have images. So yeah, go through it. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, oh, one thing I noticed. This is not straight. This is like apple bite. There are like curves on there, and you see these have this can definitely be tileable textures. You don't need to. You can model the top, but this can be tileable textures in the front pattern. No need to keep the alpha as well. Just keep the darker mesh. And yeah, so just work on larger. I know you are making this flower pattern underneath it. Just work on other details and put tileable texture, so you will know how much you can uh, cover in the texture and how much you need to model. So like all these can be trims. This can be trim, and this could be another trim on the floor. So you can make them different for a marble, different for the stone, different for the wall. All could be different. And this could be this one texture, and this on the top could be different texture with styling. Yeah, the details we need to model will model. You see, like there's a door and there is another door, so you can just simply duplicate it on the other side. It will just work. And if you're not sure, like it's okay, like you can share the scene and I can show. You can send me the file and I can show it on your file. Like once you have it in Unreal and with more detail, I can show you there as well. Okay. So yeah, so as we have almost covered all of this, and the people who want to reply, I will stop giving them, and we already have our scene to work on. I don't have time, but it's good. I love people making progress. Okay, here your scene I have forgot to check. Yoshine, I have given feedback to you also in there, like from the previous one. This one is basically, we'll say, here I think gonna be a CRT monitor, right? So this is basic glass. First, I thought it is a glass, but you don't need material. Like remove the material, just show me the model, how it look. Okay. This is reference is good. Use if you see this clearly don't have that much detail, okay, that much noise or stuff. So just don't add that much detail. Just keep grayscale. I want to see all the model details, like these tiny things, and this thing could be model or could be texture, because these holes and everything you don't need to model. It will be texture. And then you will see from this top there will be a glass which you can see, and there you can see radio in here. Here is a meter. Here you have something also shown. So if there is a glass on top, you don't need that glass, but if you want to keep it blend material, like have opacity on that. Or for now in the start I would say just don't keep it. Okay, and just make the inside these things because I want to see those. And on the top here also you will have this glass or plastic, transparent plastic, where you can see the cassette underneath it as well. So I want to see the proper model first overall. And if you're not sure in there, I believe you might have watched already. So art session have a really good tutorial on making props. So there is props, this one. So this series is good. Okay, go through it. It have all the details and everything is show. They make these intricate details, and you will know how much detail you need to add and how much you don't need. Okay, so just follow this through and make something like that. Okay, and rest is good. Like I love the amount of details you have added, and the cassette is good as well. I know you have added this cassette is good. I would say let's put the cassette inside and just put the make the case cassette case also, and what this is there. And this is the first time I'm seeing this cassette one with the screen. And what's gonna show up in on the screen? Imagine it's gonna show up something like Spotify play or any play, music play, right? With this thumbnail or show up, and you have next or back on there, and some progress bar. So if that gonna show up, you can show up that as well in the CRT or 90s CRT TV look, basically on top of that. So I don't know how it look when it played, but yeah, you can definitely utilize that with that in there. And there is a what do you call it? Let me have a look. 90s retro synth. Yeah, this one. Yeah, something like that. You can put something like that in there. It's look good. Like there is so many of this. See this look and go. And you can make it in there also, but you can use this type of um, artwork in there while music is playing on top, and this synth wave or something like that is changing. Anything, it's your asset. You do you. Okay. So yeah, yeah, this overall is going good. I would just like to see only the model, and I would like to see what's inside there. And yeah, it's going good. It's going good. And follow the tutorial. And there is another one, but I don't need to get in there too much in there. But without material, and we need to make them more close. No need to have this much of noise and details. We'll add where it's required. So where you will have most of these off, like imagine people play and pause it too much, right? So that will be there. And wherever people interact, like rotating this, right, they will be it will be rub off from here, will be totally polished, stuff like that. So wherever it is used more will have this type of detail. Otherwise, like, just keep it subtle overall in the start. Yeah, we'll add slowly in there. So I think it's enough for today. I hope it's not too much. Okay, and yeah, we had a wonderful one today, and we had 10 people to 12 people today, which is awesome. I love it. And yeah, thank you very much again. Uh, for joining in today, and I will maybe try to do it tomorrow also, because work session is gone. So maybe I will do tomorrow just the work on the scene, and I will just stream by it, and you can join if you want to. On Wednesday I will do another feedback, maybe because I had to skip on Friday, maybe, right? I'm not sure. If I don't, I will keep it, but I will try to do it every day if it's needed. But again, thank you very much for being here and joining in. Do participate in more things. Watch some video. Kindly, we are trying to reach the milestone. Watch the videos. Just put the channel videos mute on the back. We are trying to increase the watch time to reach the monetization milestone. It's slightly lagging behind. Share it with your friends. Watch videos, comment underneath it, and I'm really trying to take it forward. And there are other videos which I also make. Go check it out. If you like something about it, share. If you don't like something about it, tell me. If you have any ideas, what you would like to hear, do. I have bunch of wild ideas, but I'm trying to keep shorter things next time. After this environment, I want to make another environment, but I will try to do make props or smaller things. Like next time I want to show scanning, like how easy it is. I will try to show you guys, and how to process and make tile texture out of it. So I will show you guys that. And yeah, so that is another thing which is going on, because I'm already doing some scanning and stuff in there. So I thought, like, while I'm doing it, I will show you guys also, so you guys can also learn and scan. And it's kind of a hobby for me, but we can together, if you also scan something, click picture of good pictures of stuff around you, like surfaces or tileable textures or objects or statues or stuff like that, we can make a library also for the community. So we make community build library in there. So yeah, so that is there. Like again, I'm just getting too much go ahead of the time, but overall I will just show you guys how to do photogrammetry and how to scan things. It's free, it's easy, and everybody should do it. And why not learn a simple skill? You just need a computer and a good camera, phone. A decent camera phone is fine also, so just go ahead with that. And yeah, that's it, guys. And thank you very much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye.